Mike Cooperman, Senior Director of Marketing for J.D. Power, says that the key to understanding social media is that it is social first and media second. And that means you need to have a relationship with your customers in order for any social media marketing strategies to succeed.
In terms of social media, there's we're seeing a huge revolution. We talked about it at last year's Automotive Roundtable. It was an emerging media form. And this year, it's simply blown up. Obviously, Facebook and Twitter being two primary components of that. The real question is for businesses. I think how can you use this to sell more of your product? Everybody thinks the solution is, well, let's just open a Facebook page for our company and let's see what happens. And there's so much work, that goes into that. Last year it was, well, let's start a blog, right? This year it's let's have a Facebook page, and people don't realize the amount of work that it takes to make that successful. If you're going to venture into that, you've got to be committed. You really just can't dip your toe in the water and expect it to be successful.
How should a dealer be approaching social media and its application completely?
I think the key word here is social, and there's a panel here at the roundtable that's addressing that direct issue. But the key word is social. It's not media, and the first thing you've got to have is a relationship with your customers. And if you don't have a relationship with those customers, trying to utilize social media, you're gonna run up against a brick wall. And I'll give you a very specific example. At J.D. Power & Associates, we've talked about the voice of the customer for 40 plus years. That hasn't changed regardless of whether we're sending somebody a survey or listening to what they're blogging about. And they're blogging about customer service issues. They're blogging about their experience at a dealership, and they're asking their friends for recommendations on what car they should buy, where should they take their car for service. And if you haven't developed a strong relationship with your customer, you're simply not going to be part of that conversation, regardless of whether it's in person, on the web, in a blog, on a Facebook page. If you haven't developed that relationship, you're not going to see the fruits of that labor.